Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for James Conner. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd and 5. Murray going to throw. Dancing to his left. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. And this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. These two teams all tied after 1.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On play action. Love to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The drive will start with Connor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Play fake. Here's Love. He finds his man complete. That's Brewer. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A handoff to Mixon. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On first down, Connor. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Trying a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass. Feed off that. Throwing. Love. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's Murray fighting, lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Play fake. Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 26. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
A final shot before half from Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. On the return, Deontay Harris. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. On 1st and 10, Love. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
Off the play fake, Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 45 on second down. Love on the right side. This is Miller.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Again, it's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brewer. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And some space here. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Play action this time with Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Love from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the handoff, Connor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question. What game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Love. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to have it here just past the 25. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's a position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
They start with a give to Conner. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Love now. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Love. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be taken at the 10. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And his throw is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They can now enjoy the final stages of this one. A very convincing win. I don't know what was said in the locker room, but whatever it was, it worked pretty well.
It certainly did, and it's probably a capper to everything that was said during the week because they go over every eventuality. I mean, you know how coaches are. They want to cover every minute detail all the way up to how much time does it take to walk from the locker room to the field, you name it. And when it all comes together and results in a victory, everyone feels pretty good about that.
Well, the I's were dotted, the T's were crossed in this one for them. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Check, check. Fresno.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Following the interception, Love. It's Miller, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Working out of the gun, Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.